Welcome back to Controversy, where we talk about all these serious issues, but we still try to find some angle to laugh about it. Or cry about it. No, we're not crying about it.
Well, we discussed about it.
We discussed about it and we try
issues.
to think, is there any solution we can make it better? Anyway, next story is, it's the very controversial story happening in New York. It's about the Muslim Center dispute that sparks in the New York rallies by Gov.
So I'm pretty sure everyone heard, have heard that they say that this is the next plan to be doing at Ground Zero, which is where the World Trade Center was attacked. But what people might not know is that it's actually not at the Ground Zero.
Right, it's just in a neighborhood.
Few blocks away, exactly. And it's not a mosque, people. It's a Muslim culture center. It's a culture center that has a prayer room in it. It's just like in a hospital where you have, you know, a chapel in a hospital.
Or
it's
at the airport.
Thing. Exactly. So you wouldn't call the airport a mosque just because it's got
it's probably the way they present the news so far. They keep calling it short for that. They're just going to be the mosque
and
at the
it just
misses the point.
Yeah, exactly. Like misrepresenting and just kind of misled the whole
and the people that are already anti-Muslim.
Exactly.
As soon as
it goes
they
back
hear
to that idea of, you know, obviously we all agree September 11th was a tragedy, awful. But again, it was a very specific set of extremists and who aren't representative of the Muslim religion. So why, you know, kind of discriminate against a whole religion which has been around for centuries?
But you have to think about it, the people that die in September 9/11, also there's also Muslim people too.
Exactly.
Yes,
it's not targeting just Christian. I mean, there are Thai people in there, so Buddhists as well.
So every religion, they didn't think that what religion is going to die that day. They just think that people that live in US in that city gonna die. That's all they think about. And you cannot really, it's like the southern part of Thailand and all this somebody called them the Muslim extremists. I actually don't wanna call them Muslim extremists in the south of Thailand because the real Muslim people are nice.
Yeah,
they're nice and they're like neat and they keep it to themselves.
Every religion teach people to be good people. It just, you know, the interpretation of it and how people carrying that out
of a very small minority of people,
and it just turned out bad.
And you know, I think after, I mean, this happened quite a few years ago now, we should start to build up dialogue and good cultural relations. And I think people in New York should be open to that, you know, and not like, okay, let's not build this cultural center because we hate you.
No, the thing is, you know what, the New York mayor made an announcement that he support the construction of the Muslim center.
And so did Obama, and he got bashed for that.
And also the day that the mayors showed the support, there is like religious leader in all religions that we can think of in New York on the stage with the mayor to show the support. But the thing is, I think maybe because like you said, it's actually not a mosque, it's just a Muslim center. Not just, but it's not a real mosque. So people take it extremist and without listening to real context of what it's actually and where it is. So you know, and just scream because they don't like it anyway. The anti-Muslim, they don't like it anyway. So at first second they hear it, they're just gonna scream it out that they don't want any of these.
The thing is, you have to like think back and, you know, just kind of look back and see that what is the purpose of the person who actually, you know, saying that it's a mosque and it's right at the Ground Zero. I can understand people not feeling so easy of having it right there because, you know, they've been thinking for years what to rebuild after the World Trade Center.
But this is not what they're rebuilding. They're not putting it bang in the middle where the Twin Towers were.
This building that surrounded the Ground Zero. It's like
so it just give me a little kickback. Like people are just so quick to stereotyping things that they just kind of everything else just a blur, you know, a big blur. Like this is what I pick up and that's what I'm sticking with.
Yeah, because this is the way they present the news too.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was going to say. In the States, many, you know, not to generalize again, but so many news channels, I have to say Fox is one of the worst, they really pick up on a certain type of language. They decide, okay, we're going to run with that definition, and you know, a whole bunch of people get brainwashed into thinking, oh, it's a mosque, it's in Ground Zero.
You have to think about this. The thing is, because in the United States, they make it so clear that what channel sided with which party. Like Fox News is definitely Republican. So whatever that's, you know,
Whatever
on
Obama supports, they're
Republican
not
way
going to.
or a more conservative way, the Fox will be on that side. And like most of the NBC personnel will be Democrats. So because you can obviously see when they were having campaigning going on between Obama and God, I can't remember his name. But I will say Sarah Palin because she's more famous than the one run for the president. Anyway, you can see like how much media play a role in like showing off all this mistake or whatever they said.
Hillary Clinton, but she just kind of pulled herself out on the last minute.
Hillary Clinton and Obama was compete for to be the presidential for Democrat.
Oh, okay.
So then they got Obama, and then Obama have to be.
Yeah, I drew a blank as well. His campaign was that
I know. He's like veteran from the World War, and he's really. Oh God, I'm sorry, I forget your name, but I remember Sarah.
She stole the show from him. That's what happened.
Oh my God! What? And she said some not nasty, but some negative and narrow-minded stuff on her Twitter about. She called it mosque too. So obviously she's one of those ignorant people, or she choose to ignore the fact that it's not a mosque. It's not just. It's a Muslim center. So. It's just about close-minded or not close-minded, but selective hearing.
So maybe we have to think about like media responsibility as well. Like you're being biased, and you're presenting the news that kind of obscured everything else.
Well, it's like exactly. It's like in Britain. It's a certain type of news that almost promotes hate, Like in Britain we have some of the tabloids like The Sun, which always talk about knife crime and like black kids doing this and and it's just really fueling this kind of just helping people just be really scared, not wanting to come out of their homes and stuff. It's like we should try and minimize, because people already have tensions amongst different ethnic groups,
It's like during our riots in May that I think some government program, for me, instead of presenting information, I feel like it's promoting more hate because it just, okay, it's happened, it's there, but and everybody knows it's happened because of who, and I don't think it's necessary to keep stressing it more or repeating it just to make people feel even more hurt by it.
Getting people like rallied up about
if you already like feel a little better about it and you saw the image again and they batch up with people or something, you're gonna feel angry again.
True.
Yeah.
So it's just the same thing of creating, I guess, creating hate, creating misunderstanding, and people are not getting the facts. People not trying to understand because they think September 11 equal Muslim, which is not. You just have to divide it between the two issues. There are the divisions there.
And get your facts right as well.
True. Anyway, this is a very big and controversial issue, and we just have to wait and see if this Muslim center will get to build. Even though Obama supported, and he said he has no regrets showing his support, but well, he's the president of the United States, and there will be half the country should
against more than half actually. It's like
elected Bush before, and we have to wait and see what's happening, and let's see if it's really a liberal country or even a city for all kind diversity.
I have faith in New York City.
I have faith.
I think New York City will
faith in New York City, but you know what? It's going on, and that's all the time we have today. If you want to email us or make some comments or anything, just email us at controversy@TANnetwork.tv. And if you missed some part of the show, just go on YouTube and search for Controversy with a K, Controversy Thailand, and we have like almost every episode on the YouTube channel.
Yes,
that's it. See you next week.